Guys, I never thought that I would actually see the day when someone actually chased Kim's ass off Instagram. So it's about 48 hours, and Kim hasn't put up one single post ever since the announcement of her breakup from Pete went viral. Now, in this video, we're gonna talk about the allegation of Pete proposing to Kim and Kim basically turning down Pete. So the article basically says, and I quote, everything was moving too fast. Kim wanted to slow things down, and instead Pete proposed. He is devastated. Everyone warned him that he was going to push her away, but he didn't listen. Remember, this is the same guy that proposed to Ariana Grande just a few weeks just a few weeks. Pete learned nothing from that relationship. He falls hard and he falls fast. But I'm going to say that is bullshit. Boo hoo. Because if you remember, guys, clearly, I did a video this morning basically explaining to you guys what happened between Pete and Ariana. I also provided the articles as proof because I told you guys that they weren't going to do this to Pete. And many of you were saying, no, Pete is good. Pete is a white guy. Is not a listen. Color does not matter in this shit, and that's what I want you guys to understand. This is all about money, power, and influence. And Pete is at the bottom tier when it comes to all three. He doesn't have that much money to compete with a Kardashian. He doesn't have that amount of power. And like hell, he does not have that amount of influence. No, Pete has always been a fragile type. And Pete is not going to stick around with anyone through any challenges that they may be going through. If you look back at what happened to Pete and Ariana ex died. Ariana was a bit heartbroken by that. And because Ariana was heartbroken, Pete was not getting the attention and he wasn't getting the same Ariana. And he said to Ariana, you know what, take as much time as you need to heal. I'm here for you. But what did Pete do? Pete just moved on. He didn't even let Ariana know that he was moving on. Pete just moved on. And Ariana knew that Pete moved on when Pete moved on. And I definitely believe that this is the same thing that happened to Kim and Pete. Because if you remember that post that Kim made that basically grabbed everyone's attention, she said that a girl can identify the difference between 200 nude lipsticks but cannot see a red flag. That red flag was that Pete had already moved on. He didn't want anything to do with her because Kim is draining. Kim is very demanding and she's like a bloodsucker. She is so needy that she takes so much from her partners, and if that partner does not have that strength to deal with her and also the wisdom, then Kim is going to become like a succubus spirit to that individual. And I believe that is the reason why Pete dumped her. Kim did the same thing to Kanye. Kanye worshipped her, nourished her, put her on a pedestal. And the moment that Kanye West's mental health was declining, she basically throw that man under a bus, and she basically started talking unpleasantries about him on each and every single interview that she did, while Kanye West was still out here thinking that, yes, my wife and I have challenges, but we are working on them. And during that moment, Kanye even found God because he believed that God has the answer to everything, because that's the way Kanye West was cultured. But Kim was cultured into being fake. Kim was cultured to have the love for money. She was cultured to be worshipped, and that is the way she is going to be forever. Now, I'm seeing where many people say that they believe that distance really did affect their relationship, and that's just bullshit. Now, if you look at the servicemen and servicewomen, and what I mean is people who are in the military, people in the military, both men, women, they go off to war on a daily basis. And that can be nerve-wracking by itself. And many of them come back home to their spouses and their relationship is still intact. And sometimes the distance that they have between them even makes the bond stronger. Pete did not go down to Australia to live forever. As a matter of fact, Pete didn't even go to Australia to stay 6 months. And Kim is a billionaire, allegedly. And if Kim wanted to make this relationship work, she could have. There are so many resources available in this day and age. They have private jets, you have commercial flights, you have social media, you have so many different applications that you could use. If Kim wanted to basically move to Australia temporarily, she could have spent the money to make that possible. But Kim was not getting what she want from Pete, and Pete found that Kim became too demanding. So I believe that close to the end, the relationship became very toxic and very draining to Pete's mental health, because we know that Pete definitely suffers from depression, and Kim can definitely trigger a serious depression, because we've all seen that with Kanye West. So that's all I want to share in this video with you guys. Let me know if you're on the same page as me, because there's a lot of bullshit out here that ain't making sense, and I'm gonna say it as I see it. And I definitely appreciate you guys for being here supporting. Give this video a big thumbs up, and again, share if you care. Thanks for your time. Stay safe, stay blessed. See you all next time. Bye guys.